One myth that I hear all the time, and I'm so happy to bust it, is that we do not have a time limit for our adoption dogs. People think that, you know, if an animal's been here for, you know, so many weeks or maybe a few months, that its time's running out, that it's not going to find a home that will put it to sleep. We certainly don't have a time limit for our adoption animals, and especially the long-term guys, we become really attached to them, and yeah, they're like our own animals, and we're just so grateful when they do find their forever home, and it usually ends up being the best home that they could ever have. So yeah, we're quite happy to hang on to them for as long as we need. So we have Hurley. He's one of our long-term adoption dogs. He's a special case, he's deaf, and we've been doing a lot of media to try and help him find his forever home. So he's been here for quite some time now, and we'll hang on to him as long as we need.
It's one of the myths that I've encountered in working with the RSPCA is that we only care for cats and dogs. We do care for a lot of cats and dogs, and it does make up the majority of animals that we care for, but we also care for lots of other animals, which include rabbits, guinea pigs, ferrets, mice, rats, and heaps of livestock like horses, goats, pigs, even things like chickens and geese come in as well. We get sheep and llamas. All creatures great and small is our motto, and literally we care for all creatures great and small. We've had heaps of non-cat and dog animals come into the shelter lately. We've had some goats that gave birth to little kids. We've had donkeys, and we've had about 80 birds come in, a different variety of birds. And it's great to look after all of them because you get to see the different types of personalities that they all have, much like you do in cats and dogs. We offer some humane food education programs, and they focus on educating people about some wiser choices that they can make at the supermarket for things like chicken and pork, for cage-free or free-range chickens, and also sow stall-free pork.
Oftentimes people are surprised to learn that we get purebred animals in at the shelters. A lot of people think that we just have mixed breeds, or mutts and moggies as sometimes they're called. It's not uncommon actually for us to get purebred animals in. They come through for a number of different reasons. It might be that owners aren't prepared to take care of a purebred. Some breeds have health issues that they're prone to. They can be a little bit costly to take to the vet or stay on top of things. Other times our inspectors might go in and have to take animals off of breeders. That might be for a number of different reasons. Maybe the breeders have too many animals on hand and they're unable to care for them, or some of them may fall sick and they're not in a position to take them into the vets, so we get them in that way as well. And other times, you know, people just aren't able to take care of their animal, so purebred or not, they have to surrender them to the RSPCA. So this is Eddie. Eddie's a 7-month-old rag doll. He came to the shelter with his sister Phoebe. Our inspectors had to go and get them off of a breeder who wasn't looking after them properly. So this is Phoebe. This is Eddie's sister. And like Eddie, she came into the shelter when she was about 12 weeks old. She was very sick with cat flu, conjunctivitis. She also had ear mites, and they both actually had really poor bone density, and that was due to a calcium deficiency while they were at the breeder. So Phoebe and Eddie spent time in foster care. They were on medication, lots of vet visits, and after about 3 months, they were adopted together. They've come home to their forever home.